Alright, so here is another match. Here we're playing Zell's the Min, and we're gonna use this Edelgard team here that is pretty efficient, but we're gonna give it a try. I haven't actually tested it very well, but yeah, this is a team that pretty much ended that Cavline map pretty much. This variation is missing one unit though. I feel like I'm short in action. Probably a dancer is what I'm lacking. Either a dancer or just somewhat another. Either a dancer or another Edelgard is what I'm missing here. And yeah, pretty much how this works is that I'll be able to initiate, or if it was that map, you're able to initiate on turn 1 and take out whatever it is that you need to take out, and then work from there with the Edelgards to basically clean everything up and hopefully get Baby Goveg into position to shut down any opponents that would potentially threaten you on that turn. But outside of that, let's look at just the banner that dropped. Because this isn't the Cavline map, so this is going to function a little bit differently. I'm going to have to dance my way in there somehow, or either reposition, one or the two. But I'll make it work. No worries. Yeah, the banner, man. Oh my God. Valentine's banner hitting hard yet again with all the love apparently. Man, that is not what I expected from the Valentine's banner. There typically is a ranged option that is very strong. It has been on pretty much every Valentine's banner. Probably when did Crom come out? I think Crom came out with Owain. So yeah, there should be one on typically every Valentine's banner, and this year's option is very, very toxic. It's basically combining two of the strongest gameplay mechanics in the game currently onto one unit for no reason whatsoever. He did not need to have both of those abilities. The chip damage plus the nightmare. It's basically unacceptable. Like, what are we even doing at this point? And that baby, that Leon, man, oh my God, he is like, he's gonna wreak havoc on Summoner duels. That game mode, if you don't, well, SDR, you know, I mean, SDR hasn't been a good game mode for a while now. SDS, I guess you can probably automatically just ban that team. Anytime you see him, just ban it and move on with your life in SDS. But if you come across that, if you have no other options and you have to face that thing, I don't know what you're gonna do, because having your action just ended, and probably a good pairing would be with him and Baby Goveg on the same team, so he can go in and then attack, and then probably, I don't know, suicide or something. But the fact that he attacked and got the effect off means that it's gonna take place, and then you can then go in with Baby Goveg and then lock another unit for that turn, so they're down like a couple actions. It's very toxic in my opinion. And then he's even worse on like a Cavline with Kide and Lin, because once he's able to get up there and end your actions, he can then the rest of the chain, he can be like the primary initiator, and then the rest of the chain can follow behind him, because your opponent would already have lost an action. So you're already gonna have the win once he has initiated, basically. So, and then that's not even counting his dual button that can just end all of your actions. So yeah, this is not a good unit to have introduced into the game at this point. And the fact that it works,
Who's next?
man, it works so well on the SDS maps and the Summoner Duels maps, because the maps are a little bit smaller, so it's very hard to maneuver around the weapon effect. I don't know, man. And he kills Dual Byleth, which is one of the things that I was like, he can't do that, right? Like, no, he shouldn't be able to do that, but he does. He kills Dual Byleth in one combat.
I
don't know what they're doing. Yeah, man. I don't like it in the slightest. I foresee it being a problem. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's too early. This is game breaking for the rest of the year, I feel. They're gonna have to counter either the chip damage or the end turn. I don't see how you counter the end turn mechanic. It's there. I mean, GG's. Let's play one more, man. Here we go. All right, here's another match for Ather. We're playing Emikaku. I don't know how to say it, man. I'm just gonna leave it alone. And we're gonna basically just approach this one with some hit and run tactics. We are gonna be able to maneuver around this pretty straightforwardly once we are able to take out Corn. Probably this isn't the right team. I just realized once I was setting this up that the Golvig on this team is not the flying Golvig, so I don't have the ability to move over the mountain terrains, and no one here has Smite. So that kind of puts me in a weird position because that was a part of my strategy. I was planning to break that structure and then back out, and then probably initiate with Flying Golvig and then figure it out from there. I do have Flying Golvig, which he's on the other team. I didn't realize that this Golvig, Mythic Golvig, wasn't the one that I needed here. And also, she doesn't have cancel, which means, well, she does have cancel in her, is it her weapon or her special? One of the two. But it's not going to work the way that I had intended. But then maybe I don't even need to break the tactics room. Maybe I can just leave it alone. But then
Show me what to do.
The 3 lanes that are threatened are gonna prevent me from getting up to the enemy quickly. I'm gonna have to waste a dance or a reposition from one of my units. I didn't sleep enough to be able to figure this out right now. I've basically just wasted my entire game plan here. Probably gonna have to.
What's your plan?
Figure something out here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
We'll make a path.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I break this, I should be able to get back and cancel. With Kagero, I should be able to get back and cancel to safety. So maybe that's an option because that does give me. Yeah, I feel like that gives me the turn that I need to be able to make this work. Because I don't want to move. I want to keep the position that Igrain's in as a spot to be able to use for Golvig to go up and initiate after I take out Corrin. Or reduce Corrin's health. Either one of the two. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to go on this turn.
Such fun.
Turn 1, because I already needed to break that structure. Hold on here. Let me just try to think this through. Hold on. Okay, this. And then. Do I break this? Yeah, let's break this.
Leave it to us.
Huh. Is this 3? Is this 3 spaces? 1, 2. Oh no, that's from where I started. So this is only 2, no? Where's my extra canto? Shouldn't it be canto 3? I'm confused. Why am I not able to get back to where I need to be? This looks wrong. 1, 2. Yeah, this is only 2. Where's my third canto? What's going on here? I'm confused. Yeah, this is a loss because I have to reposition,
Like the wind.
and then Dagger will be stuck, and then yeah, that's a loss. What happened there? That was.
Undoubtedly.
I'm so confused. Is it not Canto 3? Well,
State your wishes.
1, 2, 3. I did move 3 spaces. Am I going crazy? What happened there? Huh. Yeah, this is a lot. I think I've thrown this. I mean, even if I reposition Golvig and then initiate with Golvig, I've already wasted too many actions to try to make this work. And also, I realized that maybe I should switch the Blazing Wind to probably Blazing Flame, since that will get me the line and probably be able to hit Corrin in this situation. But maybe I should just go with a Growing Special, because she should still be able to do enough damage to take out most units.
A new future.
But yeah, I think I messed this up. I've wasted all my actions, and I somehow got stuck with Kagero there, and I'm not sure how that happened. This is a throw. Let's just cut this out and play another one, man. GG's. Alright, so here is another match. Here we're taking on Tomato. I believe that's how you say that. And we're going to use the same team, but this time we're going to get results. This one should be fine. So let me just go into what I was going to say earlier here, because all I'm going to do is break the structures here, get out of Lilina's way, who has the most range here with her AoE, and then from here we should be able to initiate with Golvig, and Golvig will sweep and then put down the terrain, and then from there it's pretty easy cleanup for Celica and Edelgard. So this is a lot easier. So I shouldn't be making any dumb mistakes on this map here. Anyways, what I was saying was that Leon is going to be far too powerful. Like, they threw the kitchen sink at that unit. They gave him everything. He has a res-based sweep effect, which is I think that's only on one other unit. That's on the Soren, if I remember correctly, Baby Soren. So now Leon has that. No reason to give him it, because I mean, jeez, he's already strong enough with the chip damage, plus the fact that he's gonna shut off your turns, plus you give him sweep now for no reason, and then he has the cancel one in his weapon, which makes it a little bit easier for him to maneuver away after initiating. He kills the new unit that came out on the banner with him. He kills the what's her name again? Myr. Yeah, so he blasts Myr, which is kind of insane. Even though you can meet the res check, so it's only 20% instead of 40%, but it's still like a lot of damage. The chip damage is still going to be way too much for most units to survive the combat against Leon, even if they have some type of res-based damage reduction. I mean the save unit. Because Leon's res is so high, he's probably going to ignore that or do close to exact damage. Plus, he cuts your damage reduction in half. Or is it all? I think it's half. So it's kind of like negated in any case. I don't know, man. This unit is like totally busted. I don't know what they were thinking when they released this. If this is going to be the power that you need to make it through the year, then I'm really terrified to see what they're going to do with the rest of the year here. Because this is like power creep on a new scale. Almost, well, it's not as bad as the Christmas banner. It's not as bad as the Christmas banner, but it's still bad. I don't like the direction that this is headed. I feel like this is too much too quickly, and they really need to slow it down. They're giving themselves too much to do in terms of game balancing, and I don't know how they're going to make it another 4 or 5 years if they keep this up. It's just too much power. And basically what it does as well is that it really just makes older units completely obsolete, because there's no way that they can compete with a unit that has a sweep effect, chip damage, res-based damage, res-based damage check, attack check for the chip damage. He ends your turn, there's no way to compete with that. Like, no weapon, no inheritable weapon that's going to come out is going to allow older units to compete with all of that. That's just way too much. Like, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And that's just the one unit on the banner. The other units are like comparable. Like that free inheritable tome, that's crazy to be given out. Oh my god, that's crazy to be given out. And then you have the Ephraim, who people are actually sleeping on that unit. Because of his B skill. But if you know how what do you call it? Brave Edelgard's weapon works, is that, well, not her weapon, her B skill, is that she gets the damage reduction on the second hit, but if she initiates first, that's nullified, so it basically turns off that type of damage reduction, which is what is in Canny Fighter. So if he allows the foe to initiate first, it basically neutralizes that type of damage reduction, which means that Ephraim is gonna pierce all damage reduction. So, I mean, he only needs like Assault Troop or something. I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know, man. This is just too strong, too quickly. We'll see where this goes, man. GG's.